I asked many times during the war and after the end of the war that they should send teams of experts in weapons to investigate and tell us what types of weapons has been used against us, to know what types of injuries we are dealing with.
Have they sent weapons experts? No?
Actually, the Amnesty International sent teams, but unfortunately, when they came here, and I asked two of them to introduce themselves as weapons experts, I asked them, do you have any equipment to investigate these things? They said no. So I don't know, are they coming to prove or to negate that if he's a weapon expert, he should have some equipment to test, because from the simple knowledge which I have, that by a simple equipment, the Geiger counter, you can test the level of radiation, because there is many reports that Israelis used depleted uranium here in Gaza during the war, and even some places they used active uranium. How can they find out without using an equipment? So I feel that they are not serious about these teams which came to us. And I myself, I'm very, very worried about this, because we have a lot of complaints from many patients of different strange symptoms. I myself, my kids, during the war, they went down to the garden to pick up some oranges from the garden. My young kid, he's about 7 years old, he came crying because he feels severe itching in his eyes and his throat, burning sensation in the throat. And for about 10 or 15 minutes, keep crying, and I washed him very well. Until now, I don't know what's going on. I think weapon experts should come here on the field to investigate, to test the level of radiation. We have some of the remnants of the rockets themselves still here, so they can investigate these things.
These bomb fragments were collected from around the Gaza Strip. The majority of them are marked as having been made in the United States. They often carry warnings about their transportation within the United States and the penalties for improper transportation. There was apparently less concern from the US authorities about them being dropped on Palestinian civilians. 95% of Israel's weaponry comes direct from the US. The majority of the remaining 5% comes from the European Union. It is estimated that the United States has given Israel a total of up to $114 billion in aid since 1949. You may note that our camera also picks up a strong crackling sound when around certain bomb and missile fragments in this display. This could be a possible indicator of radioactive material. These weapons include the Hellfire AGM-114F, a guided missile specifically developed to pierce armour-plated tanks. It is hard to think why the Israelis fired this weapon when the Palestinians have no armoured vehicles to defend themselves. Firing just one of these missiles costs $65,000.
We have some, they have in the hospital, they made some like a exhibition, yeah, and they put these rockets, and some of the rockets didn't explode even, still there. And we have the serial numbers in it, we have and all of it, almost all of it, made in USA, American weapons. Yes, yes. So we feel that we are like guinea pigs, and the Israelis are using different types of American weapons on us.
هذا صوت تفكيك الدار.
They bombarded many places several times, and I fear that it's for not only to hide the evidence, but to kill more people, because people sometimes feel safe to go back to the places which already bombarded. This to make people feel that there is no safe place. I myself, I didn't feel that there was any safe place. Every night I was leaving the hospital at night. I didn't expect to come back in the morning, to stay alive for the following morning. In my house, when I go home, every night I take my kids and we sleep under the stairs, presuming that it might be safer than sleeping in our beds. And every time we hear the jets or the bombardment, I feel that one of them might hit our house, because it happened, and many of our colleagues were injured or killed. And I think there is no justification at all, because they have, as they say, they have the sophisticated instruments to target their targets exactly. Then why they hit these civilian areas and kill civilians? If they know, then they are aiming the civilians, this means. So it's, I think it's very easy to take these people to the war crime court, because the evidence is very clear that they were targeting civilians. There was no limits at all to what they are doing, at all. I, as a doctor here, I have never seen any militants here in the hospital. All the victims were civilians. More than 45% of them are women and children. So it's, I feel it's the world, all the world is helping the Israelis in this crime, participate in this crime. Because for 22 days, to let the Israelis bombard us and kill our people and demolish the houses on the heads of the inhabitants, and no single government put any pressure on the Israelis to stop this massacre. So we feel that we are our lives and our blood is very cheap. Because I'm sure if we were just a group of sheep or goats bombarded for 22 days, these Western governments will put pressure on the Israelis to stop bombarding these goats. But we feel that our blood and our people are cheaper than goats and sheep.
In what was once the village of Zaytun, 48 members of the Samuni family were killed by Israeli soldiers on the 5th of January 2009.